Texas made abortion de facto illegal anyway. It's illegal after 6 weeks, which, like, a lot of women don't even know they're pregnant at 6 weeks. Happens all the time. Let's watch this depressing ass video about what the Republicans in Texas just passed.
If I'm beaten and raped in the state of Texas, I have to give birth to the baby of my rapist. If I am raped by my father, brother, or uncle and get pregnant in the state of Texas, I have to give birth to the baby of my family abuser. This new law is so draconian that I can be prosecuted for having an abortion, and so can my doctors, friends, and family who advise me, or even the Uber driver who simply drives me to the clinic. This is madness. The same people who have been protesting and screaming, "My body, my choice," when it comes to the COVID vaccine, are now saying I don't have any control over my own body. Texas Republicans won't require a 12-year-old girl to wear a mask in school that may save her life and the lives of other children, but they will force her to keep a baby regardless of how she got pregnant, including rape and incest. I am a woman, and I have a constitutional right to make decisions for my own body. I am a woman, and I have a human right to refuse to give birth to my rapist's baby. I am a woman. This is my body. I am a woman. This is the United States of America. I am a woman. You do not own or control my mind or my body.
Anybody doing business in Texas should immediately stop doing business in Texas. Any movie that's being shot in Texas should immediately stop filming in Texas. It's absolutely ridiculous, and the Supreme Court could have stopped this, but they voted 5-4 not to look at the case. Here's somebody else describing how horrible this is.
On what grounds, Julia, help me, I don't get this. Like, maybe I'm misunderstanding it. This actually lets private citizens who have zero connection to the person getting an abortion take legal action? How does this even work? Why?
That's right. It means someone with no connection at all could be able to get $10,000, just as we just pointed out. It even means you could sue an Uber driver who drives someone to an abortion clinic. These are laws stricter than what we have in place for someone who would drive someone who's about to commit an act of terrorism to the place where they actually commit this act. So it's a very strict law. Right now, the Supreme Court could act on a piece of this if they take up what would be an emergency application from several of those Texas abortion providers, but they did not act overnight.
Why?
They didn't act, period. They decided not to because of the 3 Supreme Court justices Trump put on there. They stacked the court. This is exactly what we were saying would happen if we don't vote for Hillary. So I'm about to get into that in a second, but this is a great way to explain this. Anti-choice people are not trying to stop abortion. They are trying to legislate who can and can't have abortions, because conservative politicians, their wives and mistresses and daughters will always be able to get an abortion somewhere. All anti-choice rhetoric does is keep people trapped in poverty for generations. Yeah, it makes poor people who can't afford to travel to abortions have babies they don't want. Keeps them trapped in poverty. That's the goal. And if it wasn't the goal, they would spend their time and their money on comprehensive sex education, free birth control, and free contraception, which we know are the things that lower abortion. We know that's how you lower unwanted pregnancies. They actually don't give a shit about that. It's about control, 100% control, and we were saying it. This is why we have to keep Trump from getting in the presidency. All the people out there who discourage their audiences from voting for Hillary Clinton, Trump told you exactly what he's going to do. During the 2016 president's campaign, Mr. Trump was asked during a debate whether he wanted the Supreme Court, including justice he would name, to overturn Roe versus Wade. If we put another 2 or perhaps 3 justices on, he put 3 on, that is really what will happen, Mr. Trump predicted. That will happen automatically, in my opinion, because I am putting pro-life justice on the court. I will say this. It will go back to the states, and the states will then make a determination. That's exactly what happened. So let's remember, who on the left tried to influence their audience not to vote for Hillary? Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore did it. Yeah. Where you at, doorknobs? Hey, defend this shit. So Jimmy Dore was out there actively encouraging his fans not to vote for Hillary. And the only way he could do it is he had to downplay how horrible Donald Trump would be as president. And he did downplay it. In fact, he went on Sam Cedars' show, debated Sam Cedars, and Sam Cedars pointed out, hey, if they get just 2, they actually got 3, but if they get 2 more Supreme Court justices on the court, they could overturn Roe versus Wade. they could end abortion in states like Texas. And Jimmy Dore said, that's about as likely to happen as the moon falling into a lake. I'm going to show you. That's what he says, folks. But not only did Trump put 2 in there, he put 3. So according to Jimmy Dore, just as likely as the moon falling into the lake is what actually happened. This is how wrong Jimmy Dore is about fucking everything. This is his entire fucking grift, yo. Listen to this piece of shit.
I can't believe we have a surveillance state right now. I can't believe you want me to vote for a candidate who was full-throated supporting going in and destabilizing the Middle East.
No, Jimmy, wait, Jimmy, I don't want you to vote for anybody. Syria, I don't want you to, listen, no, Jimmy, you're missing my point. I don't want you to vote. I don't care who you vote for. You live in California. What I want you to do is to stop offering theories about politics on your platform that are bogus, that are not
Yeah, well, I think I just proved to you they're not bogus, Sam. You haven't proved that they're bogus at all, except that you said it.
History did.
I think I just kind of showed you how you're wrong about all this stuff, and you're voting out of fear again. Out of fear. Oh, because there might be 2 Supreme Court judges. What if there's 3? What if the moon falls into Lake Michigan? What are we going to do then?
Now, Jimmy, let's talk about risk assessment.
Just roll over?
Do you think there's a difference in the probability that 2 80-year-olds with multiple cases of cancer are going to serve out their term versus the moon falling into Lake Michigan?
I just disagree with your forecasting, Sam. I don't agree with it. I think it's a bigger risk.
Do you want to look at actuarial tables for the life expectancy of an 80-year-old man who's had multiple cancers?
Sam, I can right now get you a great deal on term life insurance, and you know that's the best.
Always making jokes. It's funny to him. It's not going to affect Jimmy Dore. So why should he fucking care? And of course, all the shitheads are going out there blaming the left because the right has banned abortion. It's always the left's fault. When the right does something bad, it's the left's fault. Here's goddamn David Silverman. I cannot believe this guy used to be a hero, but I'm so embarrassed. He clearly was always a giant piece of shit. His whole grift now is just how big of a piece of shit can I be? David Silverman says, I hate losing abortion rights, but, oh God, the left deserves to lose this previously solidly protected right because they gave up free speech, due process, and embraced racism against Jews, whites, and Asians, as well as low expectation racism against blacks. Reap, yeah! Let's punish half the population because some of the people I disagree with, I'm claiming, are racist and hate free speech. Isn't that fair? Isn't that a solid take from this brainiac? And then he goes on to double down on it because he gets off on being a piece of shit. Did my last tweet make leftists sad? Good. Women are losing abortion rights because the left adopted blindly stupid and racist positions that smart people can't support. So no more abortion rights. Don't shoot the messenger. Women are losing because the left is unsupportable. God damn it. Always the left's part. Never take any responsibility for anything. David Silverman, who has on his profile, ex-leftist, ex-woke, firebrand atheist and humanist, CRT is racism. 2 + 2 = 4, character over color. Just sad. Sad what this dude has become. Of course, this is what he always was. Just a trash human.